The Archdiocese of Boston is set to open its first new school in 50 years. Lumen Verum Academy will feature a combination of online and in-person instruction. It is slated to open this fall with around 24 students in grades 6 through 8. Lumen Verum, or True Light, will eventually expand to add high school and hopefully enroll about 400 students. And joining us now is Thomas Carroll, Superintendent for Catholic Schools in the Archdiocese of Boston. Superintendent Carroll, thank you so much for joining us. Great to have you back. First off, congratulations on the new school. Wonderful news. It seems that this is a sign that there is a real need for Catholic education in Boston. What have you heard from the community, and do you see this new school as a sign of hope for Catholic schools in Boston and elsewhere?
It reflects a sense of optimism that we have coming out of last year. We, as you know from prior conversations, gained since last July almost 4,000 new students. And that's after a very long period of time, decades of decline. And so there's a sense of optimism that more people understand the value proposition of the Catholic school, that the combination of faith, high quality, small, strong community setting, is really important to a lot of people and something that we should treasure. So based on that optimism, we're now, for the first time in just over 50 years, are creating a brand new school. As you indicated, partly it's online, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or online instruction. That allows us to not only provide instruction to people across the entire Archdiocese, which is a pretty large geographic territory, the largest district in a sense in the entire Commonwealth of Massachusetts, but it also allows us to bring in distinguished guest lecturers, people like George Weigel, Mary Hassan, Eduard Habsburg, who's the ambassador from Hungary to the Vatican, and so forth. So the entire English-speaking world becomes an extended opportunity for us to elevate the intellectual play within the school. And then because we're focused, obviously, on evangelizing children, and so that requires personal encounter. And so we have about 18 or so hours per week that are instruction, including Mass and adoration, but also a lot of interactive activities. So children will have a chance to socialize with each other in a very intense way, but in an educationally focused way, as well as many field trips and athletic activities. The one thing that we learned coming out of the pandemic is the importance of in-person instruction.
And that is so incredible. I know something else that's really different is the actual school day. I understand students will be taught between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., mirroring traditional work hours. Tell us why you decided to make that change, and do you think that'll be effective?
Yeah, I've actually opened schools in a charter school context in a previous job that had 9 to 5 school days, and particularly for high school kids, and this ultimately will be a 6 through 12 high school. There's a lot of research about kids being a lot more productive. Their sleep schedules change, their sleep cycles change as they go through adolescence. And so a later start to the day makes them more engaged and more awake, as anyone who has teenage kids who like to sleep late understands. But at the same time, it reduces a lot of stress when you have families that are working, either one or both members of a family. And we also, within that 9 to 5 day, we start the day with morning prayer, the noon Angelus, and then we end the day with an examen and the act of contrition every single day. And then on the in-person days, we do Mass or Eucharistic adoration on both the Wednesday and Saturday in-person days. And then during the day, we start off with student preparation periods, getting ready for Socratic-style small group discussions, and then we roll into the small group discussions. So we cap classroom screen time, so it's not too much for any kid. And at the same time, we cap the amount of time that kids listen to lectures. And that's because in many ways, lectures, particularly if you do them one after another all day long, you quickly reach a point of diminishing returns. It's not the most effective way to get kids to remember content. So we're trying to innovate in a lot of different ways, make the instruction much more exciting than it is in a typical American school, but at the same time be in complete 100% fidelity with the magisterium of the Catholic Church. Our number one goal above anything else is making sure that when a child enters our school in 6th grade, that when they leave our school, they graduate in 12th grade, that their faith will be enriched and deepened, not destroyed over that time period.
Oh, that is so wonderful. And thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about this. And again, congratulations on the school. Thomas Carroll, Superintendent for Catholic Schools
Thanks for the opportunity.
in the Archdiocese of Boston. Thank you.